I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and match reaction. And it finished Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 1 at Stamford Bridge. A frustrating afternoon, a bit of a mental game, to be perfectly honest, particularly in that second half. Both Sanchez and Matt Sells coming up with some absolute worldy saves. We were unlucky not to win that game, but we were equally lucky not to lose it as well. So I think in the end, the draw was probably the fair result. As frustrating as it is, and as annoying as it is to drop points at home, and people rightly so know we can't break down the low block or whatever. And if we're being totally honest here, I thought that we did break the low block down. It's just obviously we didn't take our chances when we got them. I don't think we struggled to break Nottingham Forest down. It's just that when we did break them down, we didn't take the opportunities that we created. I would be far, far more concerned coming away from this game if we'd literally created nothing. And the fact of the matter is, guys, we created plenty of opportunities in Kunku, Felix, Palmer, to name three very good chances in obviously in that second half. Obviously, Madueke scores. That's another chance that we create. We created plenty of opportunities to win that game, and unfortunately, we didn't take our chances. So I don't look at this game and think, of course, it's 2 points dropped. There's no denying that. Of course, it's 2 points dropped. But I don't look at this game and come away from it and think, oh, do you know what? Yeah, we were crap today. You know, I'm really concerned about the rest of the season going forward. I'm not. You know, we didn't take our opportunities. Yes, there were a few poor individual performances from certain players. Absolutely, there's no escaping that. But all in all, I think we can consider ourselves unlucky not to have won that game. And I don't think it was as bad a performance as what I'm seeing a lot of people saying. I'm seeing a lot of people trying to make out that this was a crap performance and that we were terrible. I really don't think we were. I really don't think we were that bad today. We just didn't take the opportunities. Forest, fair play to them. You know, they're a frustrating team. They're an awkward side. You know, they sit deep. They defend well. They get bodies behind the ball, and they are difficult to break down. This is a Forest side that, you know, unbeaten on the road this season. Went to Anfield and won and did a job. And you know, it's an extra point up from last season on this game. You know, we're 1 point better off compared to last season. Last season we lost this game, and I tell you what, you know, yeah, if that same game had been played last year, we would have lost. So look, we're a point up better off than we were last year. Forest, look, they're not like world beaters or anything, but they're a very awkward side. They're really difficult to play against, particularly away from home. They're very awkward. And do you know what's mad? You know, since they've come back up 2 seasons ago, in the 5 times we've played them, we've only beaten them once. The only time we've beaten Forest in the last two and a bit years is at their ground last season with a 3-2 game. Literally, all 3 games at Stamford Bridge, 2 draws and a defeat. We had a draw at the City Ground under Graham Potter, and then we won there last year 3-2. So Forest are a bit of a bogey team for us. You know, 1 win in 5 against Forest since they came back to the Premier League is not great. Not great at all. You know, it's one of those, unfortunately. You know, we struggled against them. Yeah, this is my point. Like, people are saying, like, people are like losing their minds and digging players out and stuff. It's just like, relax. You know, we've had a very good start to the season. We're 4th at the October international break. We all would have signed up for that at the beginning of the season. We all would have signed up for that. Yes, there's been a couple of frustrating results. You know, it's 1 defeat in 7 Premier League matches. We've scored a lot of goals this season, and we've played well in arguably all of our games. We've played well. I don't think there's been a single game we've played badly in, other than the Bournemouth one. We didn't play well against Bournemouth, but other than that, I think we've actually played pretty well in every game. So, yeah, I don't know why people are, you know, so concerned about today. Like, what are people concerned about? But big up to everyone in the chat as well that's locked in, guys. Make sure you are smashing that like button. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new around here. Let's run these likes up, people. It's free. It takes seconds to do, so please do smash the like button. There's 23 in the building. Not great numbers. Hopefully more people will be coming through as the show goes on, but please do smash the likes and please subscribe as well. We are edging ever closer to 12k. We need 50 more subscribers, guys. So if you're new around here and you're not locked in and subscribed, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's have a look. I'm disappointed with that match, but we move. Yeah, of course. You know, of course you're going to be disappointed when you drop points at home. Of course you are. Can't be dropping points against Forest. We want to get top 4. Look, it's too early to say that because, you know, there's only 7 games into the season. But yeah, of course, you know, going forwards, you can't be dropping points in these sorts of games at home if you've got aspirations of getting in the top 4. Yeah, exactly that as well. You know, you can't win all the time. You cannot win all the time. Yeah, Enzo wasn't great today. It wasn't great today. You know, that's absolutely a fair assessment. I don't worry about him. I don't worry about him on the ball, but off the ball, there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made, and he's a bit of a liability off the ball. I'll be totally honest. Again, look, Felix should have scored that header. This Nonny being selfish narrative is absolute nonsense. I mean, I don't know where that's come from, but in my opinion, it's complete and utter nonsense. Sancho wasn't particularly great either. No, he wasn't. Yeah, Cucurella and Fofana are suspended for the Liverpool game. It'll be obviously Renato Vega playing at left back, and Tosin will obviously come in. I don't think. Look, it's obviously not ideal, but you know, we'll worry about that later on. What else is coming in? Yes, big up. Sanchez definitely saved us today, and yes, we broke down the low block on minute. Yeah, Sanchez definitely saved us today. He did. You know, yeah, he saved us. Simple as that. Without those saves, we lose that game, unfortunately. So yeah, fair play to him. And this is why he's so frustrating, because you know, he can do good stuff like that, but then you know full well in like at some point later down the line, he's going to be making some mistakes that are gonna cost us big time. Referee was poor, agreed. You know, lost control of the game, completely lost control of the game. You know, he allowed Forest to disrupt the play, break up the play at every opportunity possible. You know, they were wasting so much time. I get it, teams are going to do that, and it's frustrating, but they were taking the piss. They were wasting so much time, and the referee just allowed them to get away with that. And that's something that needs looking at. I don't think he was terrible. You know, he had a good opportunity at the end as well, which he could have done better with. Well, I say could have done better with. Forced a good save from Sells. It's just one of them. Yeah, you know, you're not going to play well every week. Yes, big up. Forest actually decent. Yeah, they're not bad. I don't know what people's problem is with Fofana. Yeah, okay, the guy at the end gets away from him, but I don't think he defended particularly badly today. People just love to have an agenda, love to have a scapegoat. They just love to have someone to you know, speak down or speak badly about. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I just think that's utter nonsense. To be perfectly honest, I think it's utter nonsense. What is set piece coach? What does he do apart from Wolves? Jackson back post have been pouring corners. Well, it doesn't help that we can't actually beat the first man from a corner in the first place. You know, Bernardo Cueva can have all the great set piece ideas he wants from an attacking point of view, but if we can't even get the ball past the first man, then it's a complete waste of time. Again, defensively, we conceded from a set piece today. That was really poor. I've not actually seen that back yet, but that was a poor piece of defending. Really, really poor. Very, very poor today. You know, from set pieces. Yes, but yeah, I'm pleased with what he's done. What I would say today is that I think Maresca, I think he might have overthought it a little bit. And you know, normally he's pretty good with the subs, getting them on early. He's proactive. I thought the today the substitutions were way too late. You know, you're waiting till 80 odd minutes to make your first changes in the match. I thought that was too late, to be perfectly honest. But you know, you live and you learn. You're not going to get it right all the time, but the subs were definitely too late. Yes, big up, brother. Yeah, look, it's obviously, you know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It is a tricky one because he's the only midfielder in the team that has got that range of passing and can do what he can do on the ball. But then off the ball, he is a bit of a liability. There's no box presence. You know, so many times there was only Jackson in the box. I mean, Enzo should be getting to the edge of the box. He should be getting into the box if he's going to play that sort of box to box role. He's going to play that sort of attacking position in that kind of left half space. Then you need to be getting in the box because there's no box presence anywhere. Zero box presence. You know, we get there, we get to the byline, or we get balls into the box, and there's only Jackson in there. Where's the box presence? There's none. Absolutely none. Sanchez and Sales dropped. Yeah, they did. No, they did. Yeah, we could have won today. That's what I've been saying. You know, I'm obviously frustrated by today. But you know, we can't really have any complaints. We didn't take our opportunities, and the ones that we did have, the keeper just pulled out a couple of worldy saves. I mean, what can you do? I don't think there was much more we could have done in that second half. We created the chances, we played well. And it's just one of them days. It's just one of those days. I think that I said this after the game. You know, with Sancho and Madueke, it's strange because they've both got this sort of the opposite problem. Sancho won't take the shot on. He's always looking to find someone, and actually it'll be better to take the shot on at times. And then with Madueke, he's always looking to take the shot on, and you know, he would be better off at times looking for a pass, looking to find a teammate in a better position. So we've kind of got the opposite issues on both sides. Sancho won't take the shot on enough, and Noni takes the shot on too much. So yeah, but look, Madueke had a decent game today. Sancho, I didn't think was that great, to be perfectly honest. Mudryk was really good when he came on. This has been a good week for Mudryk. You know, I thought he did well against Ghent, and then he looked sharp and he looked lively when he came on in this one. You know, if we'd sort of, obviously you can't tell, but if we'd known that he was going to be this looking this sharp, we probably should have brought him on 10, 15 minutes earlier than we actually did. Yeah, no, we are dreadful on set pieces still. There's no escaping that. There's absolutely no escaping that. There's no denying that. We are, we're not good at defending set plays, and that's something that we need to fix up on big time. No, we don't need to get another set piece coach. What is wrong with people? Honestly, like what is wrong with people? I don't think he was very bad today. I really don't. Yeah, he gets beaten, you know, and that shouldn't happen. I'm fully aware of that, but I don't think he's been that bad this season. I really don't. I don't think Tosin's not a better defender than Fofana. You know, Tosin will play against Liverpool, and let's see how he gets on. Yeah, he was late on the subs. We need more tall players in the lineup. Well, this is one of the problems we've got, and in terms of profiles, is that we lack the profiles to have any presence in either box. You know, we've built a squad which is great, got loads of talent in it, but we haven't got the profiles to really be effective in either box. There's no height, there's no physicality in the team, and that's why we don't really ever win any physical battles. Yes, big up, brother. Hope you're doing well. Mate, you must be on the train. No, I don't want a fanzine. So, Gusto today made me miss Reece James again because Reece ball in the box. Yeah, but bro, when there's no one in the box, it doesn't matter how good your delivery is because all we've got in the box is Jackson at the moment. So it really doesn't matter how good your delivery is. Yeah, of course he does. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was pleased with Mudryk today. Very pleased with him. Did really well. I am surprised that Lavia didn't come on in the second half to try and shore things up and get a bit more control in the middle of the park. I am surprised by that. I did think that Lavia would come on, but he didn't, and that's the way it goes. I mean, Lavia would have helped control things, would have helped get a tempo, and yeah, it's difficult to build rhythm in those games when it's so stop-start, and there's constant disruptions, those constant fouls, and Forest and whatnot, and that made it hard for us to build up a rhythm and build some momentum. This was a difficult game, guys. This was a difficult game, really difficult. So I don't think he's a liability. Yeah, he was at fault for the Bournemouth penalty. Absolutely. I don't think he's defensively a liability. And at the end of the day, the manager, sees him every single day, and he's the one picking the team. And if he thinks he's good enough, then that's good enough for me at the end of the day. I'm fully aware that he's made mistakes, but I don't think he's a liability and his part and his needs to be dropped from the team. The Colwell-Fofana partnership is, I don't mind it at all. For me, I'm seeing no reason to change it. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm seeing no reason to change that. Let's wait and see. Yeah, he did. Mudryk was really sharp today. Really sharp. I was pleased with what I saw from him. Colwell was also good. 2 really big blocks. He came up trumps with some important blocks today. We needed that. Because otherwise, he definitely prevented at least 1 goal. It's tricky to know. It's easy to say that when your attacking players have missed 2 really good chances. Oh, we should have got a striker. But if they score those, no one's saying, "Oh, we need a striker." So it's one of those, isn't it? Hindsight's great. Oh yeah, if we had a Duran or whatever, or there was an Osimhen in the box when that header came. Yeah, there's no guarantee they score. Then there's no guarantees they would have scored. But of course, it probably increases your likelihood. But at the end of the day, those guys could have missed those chances as well. It's football. Players miss chances. Yes, you've got a more clinical player on the pitch. It obviously improves your chances of the ball going in. But ultimately, those guys just didn't take their chances today. It's just one of those games. It was just one of those games where the draw was the fair result. We didn't play badly. Forest played well. They stifled us. They made it difficult. And the keepers made a couple of worldy saves. What can you do? What can you do at the end of the day? Yes, big up, Curse. I hope you're well, brother. No, I don't think we've missed our chance. No, not necessarily. But what we have missed our chance is for us to get him for £40 million. We're not going to get him for 40 mil. That's not happening. Tosin will play very well against Liverpool, although he's not better than Fofana. No, he's not better than Fofana. Would you play Lavia against Liverpool? Yeah, I'd definitely be tempted to. I'm surprised that Maresca's not really used him very much. Particularly given that he had Thursday off because he's not in the Conference League squad. I was very surprised that he wasn't used today. Very surprised, and I would certainly look to be using him against Liverpool, whether that's from the start or whether that's from the bench. We'll have to wait and see. Well, I was surprised that, and Maresca has done this on occasion. I was surprised that it seemed to be Gusto doing most of the inverting today. I am surprised at that one. For me, you need to be making a lot more mistakes than that over a far more consistent period of time. I mean, Fofana's not cost us any points this season. Okay, and yeah, you can argue that, okay, he's been bailed out by Sanchez on a couple of those occasions, but until someone's costing the team points on a consistent basis, I'm not going to be calling them, a liability. This is Fofana's first football in over a year. And, if he keeps performing badly for a large period of time, then he won't be in the team anymore. It's really as simple as that. Yeah, both keepers were good today. Liverpool lost. People go on about Liverpool and about Palace and Forest, right? Liverpool have played both of those teams as well. Obviously, they played Forest at home. We got a better result than they did. We played Palace at home, we got a draw. They played them and they won. So from Palace and Forest this season, Liverpool are only 1 point better off than we are. So it's not like it's not like we're miles behind these teams. And I think people also look, Chelsea should be beating teams like Forest at home, absolutely. But I don't think people realise quite how strong and how good the Premier League actually is. The Premier League is very decent, guys. There's a lot of strength in depth that people don't realise. There's a lot of strength in depth. So these games are difficult. These games are difficult. Lavia was on the bench. Yeah, look, if Maresca thinks that's the partnership, and he's the one that knows best, then if Fofana's not performing well, then he will absolutely look to change him. I want to see more of Vega being used, to be honest. Did you see how quick he jumped off the bench when the madness kicks off? Yeah, of course. This squad all look out for each other. Vega will be used. He will be used against Liverpool. He will be starting at left back. That's what's going to happen on that one. What a game that was, but it was so frustrating. Even Liverpool almost. Yeah, no, it was difficult. This is exactly it. This is exactly it. That's why they play. That is exactly why they play. So yeah, that's sort of that's kind of where we're at. Jackson today, by the way. Jackson today, non-existent really, to be perfectly honest. Obviously, Ward-Prowse brings him down when he would have been pretty much through on goal. So yeah, Jackson just wasn't in the game. We didn't really do much to get him into the game. Just one of those afternoons for him. I don't think he did anything particularly badly. He just wasn't in the game, and we didn't get him in the game. So there we are on that one. I don't think they've got the best defense in the league because they've not conceded the least goals. They've conceded a few goals this season. I mean, Mudrik's an interesting option against Liverpool because there could be space in behind. There's definitely food for thought on that one. There's definitely food for thought, or certainly to get him on earlier in the second half than we did today. Forest, one of those teams that play to win. They don't take things for granted. They were good today. No, it's not something I think about. As long as we're getting in the Champions League and stuff on a regular basis, and we're winning trophies, and we're proving we're the right place to be, then I don't worry about Palmer leaving. Obviously, if we go 3, 4, 5 seasons, still don't get in the Champions League, then it's maybe something you give a little bit more thought to. But no, it's not something that I'm thinking about. No, I don't know. For me, there's not really too many excuses for missing a header like that. He did basically just put it straight at the keeper. You need to be doing better than that. You have to be doing better than that. I'll take the draw at Liverpool away and beat Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. Well, I mean, we'd all take that, but I mean, I think we're taking a few. We're getting way too ahead of ourselves there. Slapped in inverted commas. I wouldn't call it a slap. The VAR looked at it. They deemed that it didn't meet the threshold for violent conduct, and that's that. At the end of the day, that is that. Look, Neto could come into the team. I don't know what the plans are going to be. I don't know what the plans are going to be on that one. But it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. But look, in terms of today, like if you look at this, by the way, guys, let me just bring this up to show like where we are in comparison to the same games last season. So bottom line, from Wolves away, Palace home, Forest home, West Ham away, and Bournemouth away, we got 4 points from those fixtures last season, right? This year it's 11 points. So we have made a considerable improvement from last season to this season, that's 7 more points we've taken from those same games this season. So that is a marked improvement. We beat Wolves away, where we lost last season. Palace at home, we won last year. We drew this year, okay? Forest at home, we lost, we drew. West Ham away, we lost, we won this year. And Bournemouth away was a draw, and we won this year. So we are making progress. We are improving. You know, on those games last season, we are 7 points better off. So this team is absolutely heading in the right direction. There's no doubt about that in my mind, that the team is 100% heading in the right direction. But you know, there are going to be little bumps in the road. We are going to have afternoons like this one where, you know, despite our best efforts, the keeper has a worldie. We know we can't keep it out, and you know we can't get it in the back of the net, and that's that. Yeah, exactly. We're improving, and this is all you can ask for. We're improving. Simple as that. That is all you. That's all you can do is ask for improvement, and the team are improving. It's as simple as that. This team is getting better, and if people can't see that, then that's entirely on them. But this team is absolutely improving. Absolutely, they're getting better. So that's all we can. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. So, yeah, I'm happy. We must be prepared to fight in these big games. In these big games, team needs to be much more aggressive. Look, I think there's aggressiveness in the team, but I do agree. You know, I think that we do lack a little bit of physicality. You know, I think we do. There's no denying that. But look, I think we've done well, people. I think we've done well today. You know, we didn't get the result we wanted, but it was by no means at all a bad performance. By no means a bad performance. Guys, we're only on 30 likes. Let's get this up to 50 likes as quickly as possible. We should be on 50 likes by now, guys. There's 20 more likes required. So please do smash that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do. And I would massively, massively appreciate it. So make sure you do run it up. And at 50 likes, it will I'll open the lines for you lot to call in. I will do that. So guys, make sure you round those likes up. Any other questions in the chat about anything, do let me know. But let's get this to 50 likes, and then we'll open the lines for the call-in show, and you guys can have your say on the game. Okay. I don't think anyone needs to be signed in January. I'll be totally honest. I don't think anyone needs to be signed in January. In terms of letting players go, you know, probably Chukwuemeka. If Chilwell, if there's suitors for Chilwell, there's an option for Chilwell, then I think he will also go. But yeah, other than that, unless you know a really good opportunity potentially presents itself to us, then I don't see the need for any business to be done in the January window. I really don't. You know, I think we need to just focus on what we've got at the end of the day. Yeah, the Liverpool game is going to be very interesting. I wouldn't say he's gone in January. No, Liverpool will be our benchmark game. I'm looking forward to it as well. Not to say fighting, you know, he was sticking up for himself, sticking up for the team, showing leadership qualities. That's what you want. That is what we want. So I've got no problem with that at all. That'll be a massive result, but you know, but under no illusions, that's going to be a very, very difficult game, guys. A very difficult game for sure. wouldn't say define our future, absolutely not. But we'll find out a lot about the team, and we'll find out kind of where we are as a side and what we can perhaps realistically expect for the season going forward. We will absolutely find out an awful lot about this team. There's no denying that. We really will find out a lot, and rightfully so. I just want a trophy this season. Yeah, I think we can get one. If it was up to me, I'd probably say Carney because he's obviously younger and I think there's more talent and more ability. But for whatever reason, Maresca doesn't rate him. And it's as simple as that. He just doesn't rate him. And truth be told, there are other players that are well ahead of Carney in the pecking order that are just simply much better than him. That's the reality. Not in January, no. You're going to struggle to get any sort of striker in January without paying massively over the odds. That is the reality of the situation on that one, people. You're going to massively struggle to get any striker in January, and if you do find one, you're going to be paying an absolutely ridiculous amount of money, which is not what you want to be doing. Absolutely not what you want to be doing is paying a ridiculous amount of money for a striker in January. For me, we wait to the end of the season, or you do a deal for a striker in January for them to arrive next summer. You know, that's what you do. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on that one. It's going to be interesting. It is going to be an interesting one. But yeah, I'd be surprised if we did go for one, if we went for one in January. Again, to remind me, the game between Chelsea and Barca. I don't know too much. I can't remember that one. Nottingham Forest respected us. That defence showed how no team wants to play with Chelsea right now. I mean, that's how they play. I'd probably rather have Gyökeres, but I certainly wouldn't complain about having Duran. Absolutely wouldn't complain at all. More pissed about the suspensions than the results. Yeah, we are. We are showing improvements. You know, we didn't struggle to break down the low block today. We didn't struggle to break down the low block. We did break it down, but we didn't take our chances. That's the reality of the situation today, guys. It's simple as that. No, he didn't slap anyone. You know, the VAR looked at it. It didn't constitute violent conduct, and so as far as I'm concerned, that's matter closed. Callum had a bit of a quiet game today. You know, had a bit of a quieter game, but no, look, I wouldn't be. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about former players celebrating. You know, you don't play for us anymore. You know, it's not disrespectful. Celebrate. You know, you scored a goal. Do it. I really don't get this not celebrating against your former team business. I just think it's all. I just think it's all a bit of nonsense at the end of the day. Yeah, we do. We go straight in with back-to-back games against Liverpool away, then Panathinaikos away. Yeah, difficult. We go in big there. We absolutely go in big there. It's going to be very, very tricky. But yeah, look, I think, guys, overall, I don't think we can really have too many complaints from today. You know, the XG, we had 2.3 XG compared to Nottingham Forest's 0.81. You know, Sells was probably the Forest's best player today. Sanchez made some very good saves as well. So yeah, of course it was frustrating. Yes, the referee should have done more to combat, you know, Forest breaking up the play and time wasting and whatnot. It was just one of those afternoons, guys. It was just one of those afternoons. There wasn't really very much they can that we can do about it. Yes, you know, we picked up a load more. You know, we picked up a load more bookings today, but I wouldn't say I'm concerned about the amount of bookings we picked up. The ill discipline, I don't think, is an issue. You look at the bookings today; it all stems from the ref failing to control the game. That's where it comes from. It's not like we're just giving away dirty fouls. It comes from the referee failing to control the game. Yeah, he was decent today. So was the other guy alongside him, and I forget his name now. I've forgotten his name. The geezer that played alongside him. Yeah, I can't remember now. I've completely forgotten his name, but yeah. But yeah, no, Murillo was decent. He's someone that we've been linked with. Again, I don't see us personally. I don't see us signing him. So yeah, but I don't think so. I don't really know, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, frustrating, but discipline. Yeah, discipline was a problem last season. I'm not concerned about discipline. It was stone from the referees. That was the one. Milinkovic. Yeah, he was decent. Yeah, guys, keep running the likes up. What are we on? Are we anywhere near 50? No, we're still on 36. Guys, come on. Let's bump this up. I don't know what's happened. YouTube's absolutely killing me. YouTube's killing me in the algorithm. It's mental. We were smashing it in the summer transfer window, and now, yeah, it's like can't even get 50 viewers on a show. It's mental. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, YouTube has been killing me for a good month since the transfer window closed. But anyway, guys, please run the likes up. Come on. We need to get this to 50 likes, and I'll open the lines for the call-in show, and you lot can call in and have your say. Well, he didn't score today because Maresca told him that, but not the away ones. No, certainly not in the group stage. But I will, like, once we get into the knockouts, I will look to try and get to one, because I haven't been to it. I haven't done a European away yet, so that is something that I would very much like to do. So yeah, if I can do that, then I will very much look to do it. Yeah, I think he did today. Yeah, corners were poor. They've been poor. But when you don't beat the first man, it's a massive problem. When you don't beat the first man, it's a big, big problem. So, yeah, that's all we can do. I think Enzo's very good on the ball. His range of passing is exceptional. But for me, he needs to play deeper. I don't think he's particularly good in and around the opposition box. Get him on the ball. Get him receiving the ball from the defenders. Get him spraying those long passes. Get him utilizing his range of passing. That's, for me, how you use him best. I don't think he was deployed in the correct position today. I don't think that sort of left attacking half space really suits him at all. It really doesn't suit him. So, yeah, that's something that we need to. That's something that we need to work on. Find exactly the right position for him. I don't actually know. Yeah, it's a shame. It's one of them. In that, what can we do? Nah, Chile won't play at Anfield. It'll be Renato Vega. We all know it'll be Renato Vega. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Forest's valuation is very, very high on Murillo. We know that. So. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it. Yeah, well, I'm going to call in. We just need to hit the likes. Guys, 8 more likes, and then the call-in show is going to open up, people. So make sure you are smashing that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do so. Make sure you are running it up, guys. Make sure you're running it up. So let's do it. Let's do it, and then we'll get cracking. Come on, people. Run it up, run it up, run it up. It's free. It takes seconds to do. And yeah, I'd be very appreciative of it. Set pieces won't matter if we can't cross. Yeah, this is exactly what I was just saying. Won't matter. Won't matter at all. Yeah, but I think it's one that he can potentially deal with. I do believe it's one that he can deal with. Well, yeah, I mean, look, if we get to the final, I'll absolutely do my best to get there. I mean, that it will obviously be tricky, but yeah, I will 100% do my best to get to that Conference League final if we get there, which I hope we do. we kind of play a 4-3-3 anyway. To be perfectly honest, we do sort of play a 4-3-3 anyway. Defending set pieces, agreed, is also not good, guys. I absolutely appreciate that. No, we tried that, and Enzo has to virtually play as a 10. It just doesn't work. And then Palmer playing right wing is a complete waste. So yeah, I'm not on that. I'm absolutely not on that. So yeah, there we go. I think about people in Enzo, when we win, people don't see his importance. When we lose, everyone talks. We didn't even lose today. It wasn't a good game from him, but that's that as far as I'm concerned. He didn't have a good game. That's it. It happens. Not everyone's going to play well every game. Yes, big up, Brian. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Look, people have obviously got opinions on Enzo. That's absolutely fine. It's a game. Football's a game of opinions. Look, I think. I think Enzo's got a lot to offer, but yeah, it's about finding the right place for him in the team, and it's about him stepping up and delivering. He wasn't particularly good today. That's fine. Enzo is not physical, too slow. Look, I would agree that the athleticism could be an issue. I don't think he's particularly good off the ball, getting back as well to stop like counter attacks and things like that, and stopping transitions. I don't think he's very good at that either. And it's something that he needs to work on. It's something that he absolutely needs to work on. There's no denying that. It is absolutely something that he needs to work on. Yeah, he was. We didn't get him in the game. There's so much more stuff coming in because people love to have someone to blame. They love to have someone to blame. They love to have someone to just like to get at. It's just the way it is. Yeah, look, the defending of the set piece today, which led to the goal, was poor. It was poor. There's no other way of covering it up. It was really, really poor. Simple as that. Let's be honest, guys. 14 points from 7 played. We should have won today, but Sales was on today. Yeah, exactly. This is it, Scott. We got 14 points from 7 games. We've lost 1 game, and the only game we lost was the first game of the season so far against Man City. I think we probably would have all signed up for this position right now. 4th place going into the international break in October. It's not exactly, a bad position to be in. It really isn't a bad position to be in. So, yeah, of course, I'd like more points on the board. You would always like more points on the board. No, but we're absolutely fighting for the top 4. We're absolutely fighting for the top 4. There's no denying that. Guys, 50 likes. Come on. There's 7 more likes in here, guys. Run it up, run it up. It's free. It takes seconds to do. And yeah, I would really, really appreciate it. Guys, come on. It's not hard. It's really not difficult, this. So yeah, just hit the thumbs up button. Help support myself. Support the channel. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. And then we can call in and, have your say. Simple as that. Run it up, people. We need to be there in the next 5 minutes. Come on, guys. It's 6 likes. There's 6 people that are sitting here enjoying the content that definitely haven't smashed the like button. So please do run it up. And as always, run up the subscribers as well, guys. We are getting ever closer to 12K. It's a very, very slow burn. A very slow burn. Yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long, but it is. And yeah, that's disappointing. But what can you do? What can you do? Let's get it moving, people. Come on, guys. And then you can call in and have your say, and we can have a little bit of a chat about things, and you can let me know where your thoughts are at. Would you experiment with Nkunku? Hold on. Yeah, let's run it up, people. Would I experiment with Nkunku as a 10 behind Jackson and Palmer as a right wing? Well, you'd have to accept that, Palmer's not going to hug the touchline, and then Palmer wants to come in, and that's a problem then, because he's then going to take up the space that Nkunku would be looking to have in the 10. That's the problem you have when you play Palmer out wide and he wants to cut inside and drift centrally. That's the issue you're going to have. Look, it's something that could absolutely be tried, but it's not for me something that I think would particularly work. You could certainly try it. I wouldn't trial it from the start in a game. It's maybe something you could look to do from the bench and whatnot. Absolutely, I think it's definitely something that could look to be done from the bench. So yeah. To be perfectly honest, guys, based on the early evidence so far this season, I do very much believe it's between us and Villa for that fourth spot. That's what I think. Those are the teams I think are going to be battling it out for fourth. So yeah, that's how I'm seeing it at the moment. Those for me are the teams that are going to be battling it out, and we wait to see. We wait to see how that goes. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Those are my thoughts on it, guys. Those are my thoughts on it. We will see how we get on. We will absolutely see how we get on. But yeah, I think it's between us and Villa, personally. But you never know. You absolutely never know. Yes, yes. Come on, people. We're not a million miles away. We're not a million miles away. But yeah. Yep. Can't believe Felix missed his header. Can't believe in Kunku missed the header. You know, you've got to bury those chances. You have to bury those chances. No, absolutely nothing on that. Nothing on that whatsoever. Yeah, he has, and this, where he has been frustrating. And this is my point with Felix, guys, is that a lot of you lot were getting on me in the summer when I didn't really want him, you know, and saying the guy's got no end product. He doesn't really influence games, and I'm yet to be proven wrong. You know, he doesn't have the end product. He's not really made an impact in any game so far this season, meaningful games. I thought he was very quiet against Ghent. He missed a sitter today when he came on. As I've said, guys, the idea of Joao Felix is far, far greater than, you know, it's far more, you know, the sort of the idea of him is much better than the reality of him. You know, the reality of him is he's not that good and he doesn't contribute very much. I'd love to be proven wrong, and I hope he does prove me wrong. But yeah, it's not been an amazing start for him. You know, he's just he's nice on the ball, he's nice on the eye, but in terms of what does he offer this team? He doesn't really offer anything, and there's a reason why. Exactly, there's a reason why he holds bench, because he doesn't influence the team enough. It's as simple as that. Guys, 4 more likes. Come on, people, run it up, and then I'm gonna stick the link. I'm gonna stick the link in the chat now. I'm gonna stick the link in the chat now. And then yeah, people can obviously call in. Whether they decide to do so or not, we'll wait and see. Hopefully, we have better than last week. Let's replace this pinned message. Okay, guys, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. So if anyone wants to phone in and have their say, no taking the piss though, no, none of this nonsense, you know, trying to banter or whatever. I mean, I don't know how much he would have helped. Would he have scored the header? Yeah, maybe he would have done. I don't know. It's impossible to tell, guys. It's impossible to tell. But yeah, people, get your call in, guys. Call in. Come and have your say on proceedings today. How you're feeling about the team in general? Yeah, come on, guys. Call in. The link is now pinned to the top of the chat. And there are no excuses not to be phoning in, guys. No excuses not to be phoning in. So please do phone in, guys. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a major disappointment. A major disappointment. Can't have a call-in show with no one wanting to call in. So yeah, please do so, guys. Palmer wasn't awful today. Palmer wasn't awful today at all. I thought he done reasonably well. No, come on, guys. Someone call in. Come on, people. Yeah, I thought Palmer was good today. You know, he created a few chances, a brilliant bit of skill to get him set up for that opportunity that Sells saved. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. You know what? There's not an awful lot you can do about it. There's not an awful lot that you can do about it. Is there anyone going to call him? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, people. Unpopular opinion: Cole Palmer has been stat padding this season. No, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Right, let's hope this guy is not mugging me off. Yes, brother, how we doing? Yes, bro, you good? You're on mute.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, what's happening, brother? Thoughts today?
Okay. I probably don't know, but that game was quite. It was kind of difficult for Chelsea, but we tried.
Yeah, no, we tried it. It was difficult. It was always going to be one of them. It was always going to be one of them games where we knew Forest were going to make it tough for us. We knew they were going to sit deep, and it was going to be a test for us. They weren't going to play a high line like Brighton did. They weren't going to give us loads of space in behind. I actually felt we played all right today. I didn't think we were particularly bad. We created opportunities. Yeah, we gave up a few chances, which you don't really want to be doing. Sanchez, made two brilliant saves. Sells made some ridiculous saves. Yeah, of course, Nkunku and Felix should be doing better with those opportunities. But I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, do you think we should have done better today?
Yeah. Especially like Okay, let's talk about when like so many people are complaining about like Palmer not scoring, but when you look at Sells' performance today, it was just top.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you have to hold your hands up and just say, do you know what? The keeper was on one today. Simple as that. The keeper was on one. He made some ridiculous saves, and on another day we probably win that game 3 or 4-1. But it just happened to be today that Sells was on top form, made some brilliant saves, and that's where and that's just the way it goes, isn't it? I can't sit here and be too critical of the team because I don't think we were particularly bad today. I really don't think we were that bad. So, I mean, how are you feeling sort of about the games coming up after the international break? Because obviously we've done well. We've got 14 points from our first 7 games. We've only had one defeat, but we've got Liverpool coming up. We've got Newcastle. We've got Man United. We've got Arsenal. Next 4 Premier League games, 2 of those away. At Anfield and Old Trafford, where we don't have particularly good records. I mean, how are you feeling sort of heading into those games?
To be honest, I feel frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Liverpool's game is just too good. And just look at like how they have started this season. It's kind of impressive. Under Slot, it's just too good, to be honest. Plus, if we can manage to get probably a draw or a win, it would be good.
Yeah, no, we are going to have to play well. Absolutely, we're going to have to play well. But I think we can do something. We can do it. It is going to be very tough. I obviously would take a draw there now, but you want to go there and you want to try and win. But these are the fixtures where we're going to find out a lot about this team. So yeah, I mean, look, I feel confident, but yeah, it's still taking a big step into the unknown. Just last thing, mate. We're 7 games in now. Obviously, October international break, we sit 4th. You happy with the start to the season?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy because when you just look at last season, when we started, like we had like 3 losses, and in our first 7 games, I think, yeah.
Yeah, we look. We
So
only. Yeah,
comparing
we.
now, we have like 1 loss, and I think that's good.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree, bro. Thank you
Yeah,
for calling in. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day, brother. I'm going to move on to the next person. Thank you for coming on, bro.
okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Guys, who is on next? Who is on next? Let me know. Let me know. Come on through, people. Come on through. Now, to be fair, I've got a portable charger, so that's why. Otherwise, the battery absolutely would not be lasting. The battery wouldn't be lasting at all if I didn't have a portable charger. So, yeah, that's why it's lasting. Yeah, Palmer could have scored today, you know, but sometimes instead of saying, oh, you know, they should have scored, I mean, Nkunku should have scored and so should Felix. But, you know, in case of Palmer, sometimes you just got to say, do you know what? Keeper made a good save. You just have to hold your hands up. Simple as that. Yeah, the fixtures are mad. The fixtures absolutely mad after the international break. Is Alisson out? Or well, he's got a hamstring problem. I don't know what the update is on it yet, but Slot suggested that he thinks he's going to be missing for the Liverpool game. Sorry, for the Chelsea game. Slot thinks he'll be missing for the Chelsea game, but we actually we don't know for certain, guys. We don't know. We don't know for certain. So we will have to wait and see on that one. We will have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, guys, who else is calling in? Someone needs to hit the link at the top of the chat, guys. Come on, don't be shy. Come on in and have a chat. It's free. You know, don't be nervous, people. Don't be nervous. There is nothing to worry about. It'll be nice to chat to some of you guys. Come on, people. Rest would help Liverpool. No worries for them. I mean, look, Liverpool do often get some sort of favourable decisions. That does occasionally happen. But look, you know, we can only beat what's in front of us, guys. We can only beat what's in front of us. Well, that's not going to happen. You know, he's picked up 5 bookings. You know, you can't appeal a yellow card. You know, you can't appeal a yellow card. So that's just the way. That's just the way it's going to be. So yeah, we just have to obviously take that one on the chin. It's frustrating. I want to see Nkunku start some games in the Premier League. He will start games in the Premier League this season. I just don't know which ones, and I don't know when. That's all. You know, I don't know. I don't know when. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, people. We will absolutely have to wait and see on that one. Yes, big up to the people. Finally, it's taken almost an hour to get there, but we're there. Let's get this to 60. Come on, guys. Keep smashing the like button. Keep subscribing if you're new around here as well. It's free. It takes seconds, and it really, really helps me out. So please do that, people. Please do that. I would be very, very appreciative if that's the case. I would be very, very grateful. So please do run it up. I would really like that. So let's do it, guys. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Yeah, look, I mean, look, most of our players are useful. It's just obviously about getting the best out of them. That's the main thing. Let's hope not, brother, but you never know. It's a big game. No, it's good. You know, it's great that he's back in the national team setup. It's really, really good news that he's back in the national team setup. You know, we should be pleased about that. Yes. Keep smashing that like button, people. Chelsea should withdraw Nkunku. I don't want him to get injured. No, we're not going to withdraw him. It just is what it is. No, particularly when it's Nations League. You know, tournaments, okay, fine or whatever. But yeah, Nations League, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, no, hopefully everyone comes back with a clean bill of health. Yeah, no one's ringing in. I don't understand why no one has got anything to say. Don't want any international break. Can we just forfeit it? Well, you can't forfeit it, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, look, yeah, that's where we are, guys. That is where we are. You know, we're fourth in the table, and yeah, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I think we've done well, but yeah, there's always room for improvement, and this team absolutely will improve. There were positive performances today, and yeah, you know, on another day we win those games. It's as simple as that. On another day we win those games. So let's hope that's the case. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It is an interesting one. But guys, anyone else gonna phone in? Anyone fancy coming on for a chat? Shouldn't really be this difficult, guys. There should be people queuing up. Yeah, let's do it, people. Let's do it. No, there's not going to be any crazy ownership news. I don't think. I don't think there's going to be any crazy ownership news. But yeah, that's where we are, guys. People's no one wants to ring in. No one's got anything to say. Let's see what if there's any further reaction from the game. I've sort of said my piece. Let's have a look what else is going on. Let's have a look what else is happening here. But yeah, look, we're frustrated. Let's bring the table up and let's see where we are, where we're at right now. Right, let's have a look at the standings. I'm just going to bring this up in a sec, guys. Bear with me. Right, let's bring this up on the screen. Okay, so look, after those 7 games, we've only lost 1, which is not bad at all. 14 points. Goal difference is 8. Not bad either. We've got the 3rd best goal difference in the league. We've no longer scored the most goals in the league, though. City have got 1 more than us, the bastards. But yeah, look, I think we're sitting in a good position. It's 3 wins and 2 draws from our last 5 games. I don't think that's bad at all. And look, you know, we're 3 points behind Arsenal and City, and we're 4 points behind Liverpool at the top. I don't really think there's too much more you could ask for. I really don't think there's too much more you could ask for on this one. I'm really happy with our start to the season, and I think, you know, a lot of fans should be. If you're not, you know, if you're unhappy with the start to the season, then I don't know what's wrong with you. You've either got unrealistic expectations, or, you know, you're not going to be happy until we're challenging for the title again. That sort of seems to be where we're at on that one. It's yeah, it's mental, but you know, the team's going in the right direction. We are making progress. That much is absolutely clear. and I'm really happy with where we're at so far this season. Really happy with where we're at so far this season, and rightfully so. We should all be pleased with where we're at the moment. So yeah, nothing more really to say on that front, guys. Nothing too much more to say on that front. What else is going on here? Brighton are doing reasonable as well. Yep, they've only lost one game as well. I mean, look, there's a lot of teams that have only lost one game. Liverpool, us, Brighton, Villa, Newcastle, Forest. Forest have only lost once as well this season. People are like talking about Forest as if they're like some sort of shit team. It's mad. It's mental. Yeah, I can't find United. Must have to scroll down a little bit further to find them. Sorry, where's Man United? 14th in the table after 7 games. Mad. 1 win in their last 5, which was against Southampton, who are absolutely shocking. They scored 5 goals all season. Yeah, mental. They are absolutely shocking. They are so bad. So yeah, anyway, that's the state of play heading into the international break, and I think there's lots that we can be very happy about. I think Maresca's done a really, really good job, and one that we should be applauding him for. But at the same time, we've got a lot more to find out about this team, a lot more to find out about them. So let's see how that one unfolds. Let's see what we're going to do. But yeah, it's going to be it is going to be an interesting one. No, we should have won, but we were also lucky not to lose. Forest aren't bad, Forest are not a bad team. Yes, they've only won one of their last 5, but they've only lost once all season so far, and that was at home to Fulham last weekend. So look, they've done well. They've gone to Anfield and won. They've been somewhere else away from home, and I can't remember. He will do at some point. I don't. He's look at the end. Ten Hag's is done. It's just when he's done is the question. There's no coming back from this. Ten Hag is absolutely finished. But it just depends. It just depends when. It just depends when. That's the big thing. That is the big key, guys. It depends when. But yeah, I don't know when he's going to go, but he is going to go. Yeah, that's the only complaint from today, really, is that the subs should have been brought on earlier, so they would have had more time to make an impact. That would have been my only thing. Do I think we'll try and get Murillo? No, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Maybe we might try and get him. I don't know, but the earlier subs would have made a big difference. Well, let's say big difference. I think it could have made a difference because it just gives the players more time to make an impact. It's very difficult to make an impact in 10 minutes. Yeah, look, I think that's what we've got to look at as well. I think that's absolutely spot on. We need to look at, okay, the results and the points would be great, but are we competing in these games? Because certainly last season, we didn't compete in enough of these games, Obviously, Liverpool away was a disaster. Yes, we got the point at home. We did a double over Spurs, fine. We beat United at home. We lost to them away. Arsenal, we should have won at home, but we got battered at the Emirates. City, we did both. We did well home and away. So yeah, it's just going to be a case of let's compete. Let's sort of show what we can do. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting, but yeah, as I said, I don't really know what the answer is. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing us up against some good teams, up against some big teams. So I want to see where this team's at. I want to find out about this team. You know, I want to, yeah, I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy the sort of the journey this team's going on, and we should be excited by these big games that are coming up. We shouldn't be worried. We shouldn't be sort of scared about them. We should be embracing them. We should be looking at it. We should be, we should be looking forward to it. It's a big opportunity for us. Yeah, I'm excited. We've been better this season so far. Yeah, we had an off day. We had an off day today. I wouldn't even say it was an off day. We just didn't take our chances. We played well. Both teams could have won the game, and if it had gone either way, I don't think you could have really had too many complaints. So the draw at the end of the day probably was the fair result. Played well second half, but still no goal poached to finish with the good work of the front wingers. Yeah, look, the forwards didn't take their chances today. I don't know if this is sarcastic or not, but Forest were good. Forest, unless this guy's a Forest fan or he's taking the piss, I can't tell. But no, look, Forest were good today. They've done well. They did do well. On a different note, I'm going to try and get tickets for Chelsea Newcastle. Yep, Chelsea Newcastle. What at Stamford Bridge in the league on the 27th? Is it? I think it's on the 27th. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's when it is, the 27th. Yeah, the game was a little bit slow to get going in that first half. It was a little bit slow to get going. There's no denying that. Fair enough. You done well today. You done well today. Credit where it's due. Forest were good. No, well, I've said it. I've said it time and time again. Forest played well today. They deserved their point. They made it hard. They've definitely improved. Over the last year or so, and look, they're difficult to break down. They're difficult to break down. And yeah, we should have taken our chances today. We could have won that game, but they equally could have won that game as well. So fair play to them. They came and they did a job. They frustrated us and they made it difficult. What can you do? You move on. You're going to get these games in football. It happens sometimes. It does happen sometimes. That's just the way it goes. That, unfortunately, is just the way it goes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I agree on that. I think he is doing well as manager. Hopefully, we see James on the grass after the international break. Well, during the international break would be great. I actually think the red, and I said this after the game, I actually think the red card was actually made it more difficult for us. I know that might sound ridiculous, but it then meant they were literally getting everyone behind the ball. And I think it actually made it more difficult for us, the red card, which, okay, might sound a little bit weird, but yeah, I actually thought they'd done all the 10 men made it more difficult for us. Genuinely, I think the 10 men made it harder for us. So yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it? It's frustrating, it's difficult, but yeah, the 10 men, it was harder for us with 10 because it meant that they were just going to sit even deeper and try and hit us on the break. So yeah, I'm glad Jackson pressured Ward-Prowse. Yeah, I mean, look, Jackson was away then. Whether he would have scored or not, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, look. No, it's one of them where you probably sacrifice yourself for the team. So yeah, it was one of them. It was tricky today, guys. It was tricky today, but I'm happy with how we started the season, and I'm not unhappy with how we played today. I'm just disappointed that we didn't win. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about, that we didn't win today. Everything else was good. Everything else was good. So, yeah, that's that's my thoughts on things right now. Everything else was was good today. We didn't take the chances, and you know, they were a well drilled outfit. You know, they play as a team. Everyone knows their job. I can guarantee if this game was last season, we lose that game. We absolutely lose that game if it's last season. We lose it 1-0. I promise you, we lose it 1-0. Simple as we lose that game 1-0 last season. Yeah, look, this is not a result to be doom and gloom about. It's just one of them. It's just one of those days. And yeah, we obviously we move on. We move on. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. We just move on, and then that's just the way it goes. Yeah, we did. Heads dropped easily last season. But now, look, I think even if we go a goal down in the game, I still fancy us to get back into it. You know, last season, that very much was not the case whatsoever. Wasn't the case whatsoever. I didn't fancy us to get back into games when we went a goal down, and now I don't particularly, I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it at all. I don't worry about it at all. So yeah. Yeah, all we can do now, prepare for Liverpool. Let's see. You know, hopefully no players come back injured. I'm glad Chelsea's getting back to its ways. Teams are starting to respect us. Today's game had a lot of emotions. Yeah, you know, it was a good game of football today. Good game of football. I enjoyed it. Didn't enjoy the result, but look, it was a good game to watch. And yeah, just unfortunate at the end of the day. No, it's Maresca doing a great job. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Yeah, it will, but that's why you've got a squad. You know, Tosin, come in. Let's see what you can do. Vega comes in at left back. He's done a good job so far, but that's going to be a massive, massive test to see what he can do. So yeah, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do, guys. I'm very much excited to see what we can do in these tough games. You know, these are the games you want to play, and these are the games you want to go and watch. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. Very, very much looking forward to it, guys. What else, guys? Anyone want to call in? By the way, anyone want to call in on the call-in show? There's obviously no one that wants to call in, which is mental, guys. 3 more likes to 60. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, guys. No, I think teams do. I think teams do. You know, there's definitely, you know, a steeliness about them now. So yeah, fair play to them. Fair play to them is all I can say. But yeah, anyway, we got tough games coming up. There's a cup coming our way, I think, this season. Conferences, why not? Yeah, look, Conference League, I think we can definitely win that. But yeah, look, League Cup potentially. I mean, League Cup's gonna be difficult. Newcastle away is obviously going to be tough. But yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, look, I think Forest needs to be targeting. I think Forest will finish somewhere between 10th and 13th this season. You know, they've definitely shown signs of improvement. So there's no reason why they can't finish sort of 10th, 11th, or excuse me, 10th, 11th, or 12th. I think that's a definite possibility. A definite possibility. You know, no denying that. No denying that at all. But yeah. By the way, guys, let me know in the chat what content do you want to see over the international break? Like, what people do you want me to try and get on? What content do you want to see over the break, guys? Put some suggestions in the chat. I want to obviously bring you guys good content. So yeah, quite possibly. I mean, we're never going to know, but I think I think we could absolutely do that. Yeah, guys, what sort of content do you want over the international break? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, we can try and we can try and make something happen. So yeah, guys, make sure you let me know your thoughts on that one. What sort of things do you want? Do you just want collabs? Well, what sort of stuff do you want, guys? I mean, I can't make any promises on any of these because it's going to depend on people getting back to me, and it's going to depend on people's availability. But yeah, I will. Yeah, look, George Benson FC is going to be very difficult to get hold of. I will absolutely try, but I don't know how possible any of these are going to be. You know, I don't know how possible any of them are going to be. We're just going to have to wait and see on it. We're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, I messaged Eunice before. He never got back to me. I will. I'll try again. Which Alex? Which Alex do you mean? Oh yeah, no, I'll get that's fine. Yeah, Liverpool will be no problem. I'll get the sort of the opposition previews for Liverpool and stuff. United, Arsenal. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. That will absolutely will be doing that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what my thoughts on other teams? Yeah, okay, we could maybe start looking at that. Absolutely, I will. I will give that a blast as well. Giving my thoughts on other teams as well. Let's do that. No issues at all, guys. We need 3 more likes, by the way. 3 more likes to the 60. Let's run it up. Yeah, sure. I will look at that. Side would be really good. No, it's not too tricky. I used to go on his channel quite a lot, but I've got his number, but I've messaged him a few times recently to try and get him on, and I've not heard back. So, yeah, maybe that's going to be a bit more difficult. I will obviously try again. Yeah, I'll try again. So let's hope that maybe that can change. But I absolutely will try. Absolutely will try. But yeah, guys, 2 more likes to the 60. Come on, people, smash that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do, so make sure you do that. Make sure you do it. Run it up. Yeah, obviously he's going to be waiting for Ten Hag to get sacked. Agreed. But yeah, no, I will look at trying to do some collabs, obviously, over the international break. Keep the content coming for you guys. Alice, please tell me what Alice talks football. The United fan. Is that what you mean? But yeah, no, I hope so as well. I'm hopeful there's going to be no injuries during the international break. I'm absolutely hoping that. Guys, 2 more likes. Come on, people. 2 more likes for the 60. And then, yeah, that will be it. Oh, no, I don't have a cold. No, I just sneezed. No cold. I'm feeling fine, guys. I'm feeling fine. But yeah, there we go. Right, people, I am going to round this one out now. Thanks a lot for tuning in as always, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can try and make that happen. We can try and make, yeah, guys, I'll try and make these things happen. I'll absolutely try and make these things happen. So yeah, I will obviously get back to you on whether, well, you'll find out whether it's successful because I'll either be live with them or I'll upload some stuff. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Big up to everyone that's locked in tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening wherever you are. Please smash that like button on the way out. Please subscribe if you're new around here as well, edging ever closer to 12,000 subscribers. Make sure you run it up, people. Run it up. It's free. It takes seconds to do. 2 likes on the way out to 60. Come on, guys. Anyway, ended in a disappointing draw today. It is what it is. One more like, guys. We head into the international break sitting in 4th. Let's hope for no injuries. It's been a good start to the season. 1 defeat in 7 games. Let's see what the next couple of weeks have got in store for us before we come back with a bang against Liverpool. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Up the Chelsea, and peace out.